I will also go to courses. Then computer programming. We scroll down. Let's go to new Java program. Then paste the code. Okay. So Harry, it was a y variable. We wrote 30, and we put the ellipse command in the draw function. The draw function was getting called again and again, and what we did was that we were incrementing the y variable by writing y equal to y plus y speed. So y value was getting +1 +1 +1 +1. That's why the impression is coming that the ellipse is moving down, 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 down. When it reaches the height is the canvas height. When the y value is become greater than the height, this is the OR sign. Or the y value become less than 0. Less than 0 means when it reaches the top. What we are telling is that we are changing the y speed into -1. So the y speed value is 1. 1 into -1 is -1. Okay, and now what happens is that this y -1 is given to this y. So that's why when it reaches the bottom, okay, it starts decrementing -1 because that is getting that is given to y. So y is given -1.
So if it is not given, then it won't bounce back.
Yes, it won't bounce back. See, if I comment this, okay, comment this is something like you can put 2 /. So now it won't bounce back.
It's called commenting.
Yes, it's called commenting. Commenting means you can the code is there, but the effect is not there.
Okay.
So fine. Slowly you have to go. You don't have to by heart anything, Harry. Okay, you have to understand the logic. You can ask me. We can. The best part is that we can change anything and see what would be the consequence to my program. What if I remove this line? What would happen? Okay, if I only ask you prior to removing it, if I remove this highlighted part, what you guess would happen? Any
It says y greater or equal to 0.
Yeah, if I remove that line, what would happen? Y is less than 0. Okay, what do you think would happen?
Then it won't bounce back.
Okay, it will bounce back. Okay, but what will happen? Y less than 0 now means when y reaches the top, then it will not go down.
Oh, we'll just stay there.
No, it will go up. Because what is happening with this line? I am just checking what if y is greater than the height. Means greater than the height means the bottom. Then I am telling it to bounce back by writing y equal to y into -1. But I am not checking the other condition. That is, if y bounce backs and goes up. When it reaches 0, what should happen? That we are nothing. If I remove this line, so what will happen is that it will bounce back only one time. So now it goes up. Its effect is not being there. Every line has a reason.
Without any one of the lines, the code will not be complete.
Sorry, what is the line?
I said because every line has a purpose. If you miss out any of the lines, then the code will not be complete.
Yeah, the code won't work as we like this then, as we are seeing here. Either it will go down, but then it will not bounce back. Or it will bounce back, but when it reaches top, then it will not come down. So if I don't keep the background, then would the clear noise thing would happen? Then it will be like a traces would be seen. Now I remove the background command. So I want to make it clear, I'm going to add this background. if I write up here, okay, so yeah, so the small code, 10, 12, 15 lines, not 15 lines also, because I remove the extra line, it will become more or less 11 lines of code. Okay. Now, Harry, yes, the task which we, so you're understanding something, Harry? I will be asking you again and again, are you understanding or not, so that, okay, you can ask me any questions.
Okay, so far I understand what we're doing.
Very good. Okay. So yeah, we'll doing a lot of examples. We'll take this one example and we'll try many things so that you get a proper understanding of everything is happening. Okay, Harry, now let's go slowly and understand. Okay, somehow I'm able to make the ball go from top to bottom and bounce back. What code should I change? Which line should I change if I want my ellipse to move from left to right? Which one particular line should I target if I want to make my ellipse move from left to right? What would you say first? In this, which one?
Line 7?
Line 7. Okay, okay. Before. Okay. Yes. Sorry.
But in line 7, I can see the word height. So that's why it's going up. I think that's why it's going up and down. So if we change it to like across, then it will go from side.
Yes, line 7 is an important line. But there would is there any before line 7 any other line above line 7 you feel would be important? Or directly go to line 7?
Maybe the variables.
Very good. Which, yes, the variables. Which variables? See, we have written here y. Y is always for the vertical. This time I want to move horizontal. So horizontal movement I need to target x. Correct?
Yes.
So let's change the x now. Let's keep y as fixed value, say 40. Y if we make it fixed. And ellipse, I am adding x. And let x be 30. So this time instead of y, I am targeting x. And wherever I had y, I am changing it to x first. So x equal to x plus x speed. Okay, and now if x is incremented greater than the width, not the height. Then x, which is changing of x everywhere. See? So this was one assignment that we sorted. So Harry, what we are doing is very simple. We are telling this time instead of y is at fixed position 40, but x is getting x plus 1, x plus 1, x plus 1. See? And when x is becoming greater than the width, I'm telling it to bounce by changing the x speed. And when it reaches 0, again I'm changing the x speed. You understanding this?
Yeah, so because it was the y, it was bouncing up and down. And because we now change the variable with the x, it's doing bouncing side to side.
Correct. Okay. Could you try without looking my code first? Give a try. Otherwise, my code is available to you. If you get errors, then you can see my code.
So I'm just going and replacing the y's with x's,
Yes,
right?
yes. You don't see my code. Replace it and see whether independently can you do it or not. If you get error, then you see my code.
Okay.
Okay.
I replaced all the Y's with X's and it works just like yours for me.
Oh, very good. Good. Okay. So it's not okay. So this was like a changing of some place so that we get a effect. Okay. Now, okay. Now, if I want to try with both movements, X and Y both, because I don't want it to move only in either vertically or horizontally, but I want to have it the movement in both vertically also plus one plus one plus one, horizontally also plus one plus one. So it would be not be difficult, Harry. I will be using the Y again, keeping the X also, and use the Y again. See, start variable Y equal to 40. Add Y speed also, and instead of Y being a fixed value, 40, I'll write Y. Y equal to Y plus Y speed. So X and Y both are getting incremented. Now when it reaches the bottom, so write one more if condition. If Y is greater than the width, or Y, the old one which we had written before, Y is less than 0, then Y speed equal to Y speed into minus 1. So X and Y, Harry, both are getting affected now.
Okay, should I try this?
Yes, yes, give it a
Okay.
try. Let me know, Harry, once you're done.
Okay.
Go slow. No, it's using the Y also now. We'll do both, Harry. X and
I did it.
very good, Harry. So see, anything you want to ask me here in the code, any changes if you want to think, you can try.
Mm, wait, what did you say?
Any place changes. Okay. Okay. Now, Harry, say if I ask you, we can. If I want to change the color also. Okay, I want to change the color. The color should be like. Okay, as it moves, it should have different colors. For example, so there is a command with the name fill. If I write the fill command outside the draw function, the color would change only one time. Now, fill says it takes three values: red, green, and blue. Okay, I am setting the red value to 255. 255 is the maximum value number. The range is from 0 to 255. Then we have green and then we have blue. Green I am setting to 0 and blue also I am setting to 0. So since the red has 255, the maximum number, you can see that this ellipse is in red in color. If I of course change the maximum number to the second coordinate instead of first, it will be now green. You have further change, it will be blue. So we can change numbers, we can.
How do you know what number to exactly put?
Oh no, that's the trial and error which we have to do, because exactly we will not
Oh,
know
okay.
which number. So what I do is that if I need something, a mix of color, so I can try out like 100, comma 100, comma 200. So if I don't need a very dark blue color, light blue, so I will just keep the maximum value of bluish to 200. Okay, maximum number like that. But whichever color, whichever first number, second number, third number, whichever number is higher, the more color of that type would be affected. Now, if you see 200 is of course higher than the first two, and it is at the third position. Third means it is more toward the bluish side. If you want, you can try like this also, Harry. If you want some color change, you want to don't change the numbers. You can also have to go from here.
If you click that square tool, then it changes the numbers for you.
So could you try this out, Harry?
Okay. I did it.
Very good. See, we can change the colors like this. Now, Harry, what I want is, okay, uh, I want a different color to come every time. If I put the fill command inside the draw function, fill command inside draw function, but the color is coming, but the same color is coming. Okay, I want a different color to come. Okay, so then what shall we do? So what we can do, Harry, is that now we can use somewhere this x and y. If I change this to x, say just a random, change it to y. Oh, sorry, not the background. Background I'm keeping it fixed, but the fill part, because x and y are getting changed. Okay. Can you see a change in color happening?
Well, for if you put X and Y, aren't those like the coordinates? How can they decide the color?
Yes, so x and y I'm using it in the fill command also. Since I'm using the fill command, x and y getting incremented, decremented, okay, as per our code. But I'm using the same x and y in the fill color also, so you can see that the color is also changing.
Oh, so if you use X and Y, then the color will change throughout?
Yes, the color is, as you can see here, the colors are also changing.
Oh, okay. I'll try it. My color is staying the same.
Oh, so you have used it in the, you have used it in the fill. Is the fill command written inside the draw function?
Yes, it's wait. It's above the draw function.
Yeah, put it in inside the draw function.
Okay, so I put it below the draw function, right?
Yeah, put it inside the draw function.
Yeah, now it's
Good. So Harry, yes. So we have like again as playing around with things. Okay, we are putting it in the colors also. We are adding it in the draw. We're seeing how it is affecting. So fine. Now Harry, let's save your work in the drive. Okay, this file which you have done. We'll try a new program now.
okay. I'll save it in Google Docs. I was copying and pasting it, but then it went wrong, and now it's telling that my code has an error.
Okay, no problem. I'll share the code with you.
Okay. It's a bit hard to copy and paste in the Khan Academy.
No, it's not hard, child. See, I'm able to paste it here.
Oh, I think it's a bit hard to paste if you don't have another line in it yet.
Another line. Okay. No, but you can see in the chat box. I pasted.
Okay. I'm pasting it. Okay, so now I have a new code.
All right. Okay. Now let's move ahead. Okay. Now, okay. I'll create a new program. I can use the same. Yeah. So what I'll teach you now is title is creating your own functions. Functions means what? Say like you hire a servant, okay, at home, and you teach him on the first day how to make tea. Okay. Next day, what you expect is that you will just say to a servant, make me tea, and he should make the tea. You do the process of making the tea. So it is like you write it once, okay, and you can just tell him the title, and the person should be able to do the task. Okay, for example, like first day you teach the servant the process of making the tea. Okay, boil the water, put the all the sugar and all. So every process you will teach him. 1, 2, 3, 4, step by step you will teach him. Okay, and put them inside one function. Put them inside one function means give a name to that. Okay, and what you will do is, say for example, I'll just write here. Say I'll write make tea. Okay, step 1, boil the water. Step 2, okay, put sugar. So for example, just writing 2 lines. Okay, and then this I explain him one time all the steps. Next day, what I just tell him is that day 1 or day 2. Because day 1 I explain him this. Day 2 I tell him. I just tell him make tea, servant make tea. So what the servant should do, whatever you had taught him, he should be able to do that perfectly. If he's able to do perfectly, means he is a alert and understanding servant. Okay. If he does mistake, then means he is not understanding properly. Right. So the third day when it comes, again when you just say make tea, so whatever you had explained him in the first day, he should be able to do that properly. Right. So basically, what is happening is that we are telling the person to do the complete process. Okay, 4 days. So we do it once, and we expect the person to do it every day for us. Then we don't have to explain him every time. Correct, Harry? A general real world working. Okay, general real style working. Like you explain him once, and you expect the person to. You just tell the title, and you should do it properly for you. Okay. So this technique, wherein you write once the complete code, you do the effort once of writing all the tasks to be done, and then each day you just call the task. So when you call that by its name, whatever you have written in it, everything should be printed, everything should be executed for us. Okay, so this is called as functions. So this technique is called as functions. So Harry, we are also going to try this out. Okay, we are also going to see how we can create functions. Okay, and try the code out. So what are we going to try, Harry, is that See, I am going to create my own functions, which and I will write some tasks that tell that the task should be happening again and again. Say for example, write like this: variable a name equal to function, and I write up here text. I write Harry. Uh, 30 comma 5, and I will fill this with some color. Now, basically, this text, what this text command will do, it will print the name on the screen. Okay, but now the name is not coming. Your name is not coming on the screen. Why is not coming is that you have put inside a function, but you have not called that. You need to call it. See, as soon as I call it, okay, you can see your name getting printed. So you can notice what is happening.
Yes, I can see that my name is being displayed.
Can you also type it and see?
Okay. I can see the results.
Very good. So yes, so this something like this we try. So we are creating a function Harry, which gives me some results. Okay. Okay. Now Harry, say for example. So the benefit of this technique is that I can now do some mathematical tasks. I create a function. We can do some maths with it. So for example, I write the function name as addition, and it will accept two numbers. So I'll just write here x comma y. It's called parameters. And now when I call addition from here, I'm passing the two numbers, 100 and say 200. 100 will go in x, will go in x, this 200 will go in y. And here I'm telling what? Okay, I'm writing a variable z equal to x plus y. So I'm doing some maths here. I'm printing the answer addition is plus z. What is happening? I'm calling a function with the name addition, passing in some arguments. 100 will go in x, 200 will go in y, and I'm doing some mathematical task here, x plus y. The answer is storing in z, and then I'm printing the z value. So this time I'm using function to do some mathematical task. Okay, where you can just type in the new program.
I can see the results.
Very good. If I tell you now to modify the same function to do subtraction, what changes and where changes you will do?
So I turn all the where I wrote the additions, I turn them all into
Yes.
Subtraction.
Correct.
Should I do it?
Yes, yes, sir. Give it a try.
Okay. Yeah, I can see the result.
Oh, wow, very nice, sir. Good, you did very well, very quickly. So yeah, so just a minor change instead of a plus y to be minus y. Okay, you can have multiple functions also here. Say like this is addition. I can just copy and paste actually, and change the name to subtraction. And I can write here x minus y. So I'm changing just the names and the symbol. Having subtraction this time. And since coordinates are to change the x or the y, I'm putting the y to say like 80.
So because we did addition and subtraction, we got addition is 300 and subtraction is -100.
Right, right.
Okay. I'll add it to my code.
So Can you try this, Harry?
Okay. It says there's an error.
Okay. Uh, could you share your code to me, Harry?
Okay.
Addition. Oh, okay. Harry, you have to close this function curly braces.
Oh, okay.
So there's a brackets error actually. So there will be a semicolon.
It says the Z is not defined.
Okay. We're not. We need to do the plus sign, right? Addition is not there. Your plus would come. Your minus would come. Should give you error. Ah, this. Still giving error. Variable addition function. Expression. Subtraction. Ah, semicolon. Okay, and let's give a different color. 55. And let's I tried it now. We change in multiple places.
It says function closure expressions is only available in Mozilla JavaScript extensions.
Okay, which line you tried, Harry?
It says line number 9 is wrong.
Line number 9. Okay, yeah, don't put a semicolon here.
Oh, okay. But still, it says line number 9 is wrong.
Okay, Harry, paste your code. No, again, share your code. Please. I'm pasting your code again. Let's see what is the mistake. Okay, so you updated your program. Okay, very good. You did correct. Harry, this line number 10, you have to change the curly braces. It should be opening, not closing. And in line number 13, there will be one top. So line number 10, first you change the curly braces. And line number 11, you have to put a semicolon. And
so I press semicolon for line 11.
yes, line number 10 and 11, you have to change.
Okay, line number 11. Okay, now it works.
Good, very good. You can change. Okay,
Yeah, I can see addition is 300 and addition is
very good.
negative 100.
Okay. So Harry, will keep this much for today.
Okay.
Okay, so we'll continue next time further. You can practice these examples. Okay, and we'll try this something new then next time. Okay. Okay, Harry.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Take care, Harry.